Hi guys, here from Pax Europiana in Vienna. I'm walking and talking you through the summer heat of this really very hot summer here in Austria. It's very hot. And it's very hot, of course. Climate change is one reason, but simply it's also a very hot summer, and that is all very good. But it's also an opportunity because the sun is there and we should use the sun. It's much better to turn sun energy into electricity than to depend on Russian gas. And we have a lot of sun in Europe. It's shining for everybody. As well it shines for the Russians, but there it's very cold. Let them use their gas and let us use the solar energy. And let's be independent from Russia. When today they are celebrating gas is still coming again through Nord Stream 1, oh hooray! And that's absolutely a disaster. Now it's the best time, when it's very hot, that we end this Russian energy dependence once and for all. And I appeal to my friends from Eastern Europe. Cut all the nuclear ties. I call for the Central Europeans. Cut all the gas ties. Yes, we can. And now it's the moment. When we then have a lot of need in December, we can still buy something if it's necessary. But now let's make the political step. No to Russian gas, no to Russian uranium, and then we're gonna solve it. We have some pressure then on our very lazy decision makers and the institutions, and we will see. Okay, the prices are anyhow already very high, and we shouldn't be in this permanent blackmail with our Russian friends and enemies actually. And trading with the enemy is a sin, and it's treason. So let's stop all this. Let's stop it completely. And then some people say it's impossible. We will be freezing. Nobody seriously thinks that we will be freezing in the winter. What will happen, of course, and that's true, is that we have to have consumption reductions. But that is the idea of the whole Green Deal. I mean, we are discussing about that all the time for a reason. So we need to cut that. We need to end the dependency, and then we have to take another debt package, of course, to smooth the energy transition. But it's better we make now the debt deal, we make now the cut, now when we have still the summer heat. And by the way, we should have done the energy transition 20 years ago. We have this debate now. And remember Kyoto and all these debates, yeah? Why we are today still in these dependencies. It's anyhow very much high treason and the corrupting influence of the Russian political money into our political world. Yeah? Let's never be fooled. Yeah? You can be sure about that one. It is basically their money which is paying our politician, and this has to stop as well. This is the dirty influence of Russia. And so we have this crisis because of the Schröders, the Schüssels, and the Leitels and all these people being on exactly that line. And also all the companies who have not invested in alternative resources, not invested in wind, solar on the land. Most companies have some land buildings. Yeah? Why didn't they invest? Didn't they know? I mean that we were in war with Russia. We are since 2014. The time change, what we say, Zeitenwende, this monumental shift has happened with the Crimea annexation. And I talked every day in this video since 2014 in videos and before on Facebook and on Twitter. I'm changing my channels and trying to be modern man. But now with these videos only since 2020. So there might be excuse, but before I had Facebook posts and I had articles and I called them for the energy transition away from Russia. And I had emails and I published newsletters and all these things. And I told it all the time. We have to end our dependency from Russia, 100%. And that's absolutely necessary. And why we kept it, it's a mystery for me, but not so much a mystery. I know exactly this political lead and the corrupting effect of this 1% commission of the Russian energy deals. And you see very much what is happening today in Hungary. Hungary, even in this crisis, they are sending the foreign minister of Hungary to Moscow to negotiations to buy even more gas. And I asked the Hungarians, how does this gas come? And the Serbs, yeah, they are the same. How does this gas come to Hungary? Does it fly via the Black Sea or via Ukraine? No, it goes in pipelines. We are talking about pipeline gas. Pipeline gas comes via the Ukrainian. There's only 3 pipelines. It's the North Sea, the Black Sea, and the Ukraine pipelines. There's no other way physically to come to Europe, and they are coming via that. And the Hungarian gas, obviously, mostly via Ukraine, and now they want to route a lot via the south, via so-called Balkan Stream and Turk Stream under the Black Sea. So when I call that this must be bombarded by the Ukrainians, I'm seen as a radical. But you know, that's absolutely treasonable activity of Orban, yeah? That anybody can say, oh, it's just Orban. I mean, Macron made deals with him. Yeah? It's very, very unfortunate. Yeah? It's actually high treason. Should be punished very hard. Anyhow, the situation is we have to cut off the Hungarians and the Serbs from the energy of Russia by ending the transit through Ukraine and by ending the transit through Black Sea and North Sea. But as long as the Germans are like celebrating the Victory Day, 21st of July, the gas is going again. Like in the media, oh, we survive. This is so outrageous, so humiliating, so degrading, that this is very unfortunate. Yes, in that situation we are. Yes, very unfortunate. Yeah, so ending energy dependency would have been, I was even told, there was a solar initiative in Austria in 2015, yeah, timely, yeah. And now we know all the things which happened in the OMV when they could have extended Norwegian gas, Romanian gas, they could have extended because they are the big owner of Petrom, of the Romanian, and the Black Sea. There's enough gas for Austria. And all this was possible, but it was politically, yeah, by Schüssel, by Leitl, by the accomplice, by Kurz, yeah. This was politically stopped, yeah. The solar initiative, more solar energy, and then the OMV was turned around towards Russia with this Russian asset. Royce was ousted, and the Sigi Wolf friends and all these Deripaska links, they occupied OMV and put it into a Russian energy tool, again, fully, against Austrian state and European interest. Yeah? This is high treason. I mean, let's have no doubt about it. This is absolutely high treason, what happened in OMV, what happened with the solar initiative of 2015. And I'm learning more because I was out 20 years now. But the level of treason between Schüssel, Leitl and many others and the whole Russian clique around Sigi Wolf is very high. I mean, this should all, they can sue me. Hi, you can sue me. I'm anyhow poor. But this is ultimately completely unacceptable and must be stopped fully. Yeah, now we have the high energy prices. Today the interest rates are rising. That's a very bad decision. We should, when anyhow the energy prices are already so high, it's no need to make money more expensive. Yeah? I mean, the only way we can really do it now is to cut taxes. And that would be very good. A massive tax cut in the income tax and corporate tax is long overdue in Austria, but they will not do it because they have a complete wrong understanding what's the nature of this inflation. Yeah? Our inflation must be fought by more input factors. Yeah? We must enlarge the European Union, we must enlarge the euro area, we must enlarge, obviously, the labor market, open the labor market more, to have more people in, and we need to produce more energy ourselves. That's obviously, and also change maybe the market mechanisms or the kind of state-imposed so-called market mechanism on the energy sector. But we have not a typical inflationary problem. We have also some issues with the redistribution in the European Union because much too much is going via the euro system because we don't invest enough in Eastern Europe and in Southern Europe. Now we had this new deal and with COVID, and we need a similar package in the financial terms, yeah, for Eastern Europe. And that's very, very good, and not to redistribute so much about the money system, but much more about the direct payments in a union. That's absolutely necessary. Yeah, that's my small point. You see a lot of people still driving with their cars. It's not that the economy has come to a standstill. On the contrary, actually the economy is doing very good in many aspects, and the labor market is booming and needs more supply, and we should urgently open the Austrian labor market for all Western Balkans, not for the Serbs because they are pro-Russian, but for everybody else, absolutely. That is very important, and it's very hot here. But I have no heat stroke. What is happening here? Very confusing system of Austrian traffic management. I will maybe cross this and stop here, everybody, to ask them for passage. For supposedly we have priority as people who are walking, but that's not always so sure. Yeah, I'm walking again my afternoon walk and talk here in the seat. I hope my head will not explode. It's very hot here these days. But I will show you this beautiful place. I will show you this beautiful castello, and I like it very much. And it's very, very good here on this. Everybody walks as he wants. Nobody stops. I made some strategic mistake, I guess. Yes. Anyhow, I will make a second video inside, not about energy, but about Albania. That's my topic today. More to come from Pax Europiana. Thanks for this energy talk, and more to come on the question of Albania. Bye.